at some point. Y'all need to quit chimping out. Seriously. I know most of your alts, Ed Stairs. I know that you're in Predward Stairs. I know is a lot of the alts talking to himself. I know that a lot of them are actual Preds talking to themselves, criminals, etc., etc., etc. Everybody's sick and tired of your BS, and you're about to get banned from a lot of channels. I can guarantee you that. I'm sick of it. Short Bus is sick of it. A lot of people are sick of it. They don't want to hear your BS and take a little ball of truth sometimes and then put it into a big freaking ball of false information. And then, Short Bus, did you hear about this? Short Bus, did you hear about that? NTF, did you hear about that? Nick, did you hear about that? Savvy, did you hear about that? Shut up. Look, everything I do is legal and legally. Um, End of story. So quit chimping out. Relax. Calm down. I know you hate to hear that. That's why I'd love to say it. But you guys need to chill. Quit living on the internet. Get some kind of life. Do you have neighbors, friends, family, kids, grandkids, loved ones, whatever it may be? Hang out with, touch grass, as people say, or touch sand, whatever. Go do something. Quit living on the internet. Quit believing everything the people say, the trolls especially. Control, you're on the radar. Congratulations. Give Control a round of applause. I'm telling you, like, it's just some of these people, they just want attention. They're not famous. They're not anything. They're just a nobody on the internet and they want to be somebody. So, Control, congratulations. It's just unbelievable. There you go. There's your little applause. Eat the light. Congratulations. You're on the radar too. Jeff Sprinkle, congratulations. Which is David, of course, Nightly Narcotics, Cigar Face, etc., and so on. Who else do we have here? Good Lord. My gosh, there's so many people. Javi, lying and threatening. Well, congratulations. You're on the radar. Let's see, who else do we have? There's so many people. I should have wrote all this down. I'm just going by memory right now. My memory's not the greatest. But there's so many people making, and they're so obsessed. Gilf, you're on the radar. Congratulations. Y'all need to calm down and relax. Quit being so obsessive over strangers on the internet. I was in my mid to late 40s, give or take, when I started YouTube. And I never had to deal with any kind of this bullshit until YouTube. And most of it started, trying to think here, maybe 2, 3 years ago. It's ridiculous. Savvy, Christie, let me tell you something. They have a way of subpoenaed, whatever you want to call it, whatever the word is, um, YouTube for the original videos of certain things, whether you deleted it or not, they have a way to get that. All right. And it's disgusting. And once I started hearing and seeing more things about what happened, I'm glad I wasn't there. But once I started seeing some things and hearing some things, and I've got screenshots, Christy incriminated herself today, and so did Savvy. Well, technically yesterday, I think it was, because we're after midnight. But congratulations. You could get charged with CSAM. It's disgusting, but My gosh, just stop being idiots. Yeah, just quit being morons. Um, but honestly, folks, look, and for those of you idiots, I just posted on my community page where somebody said, I recorded me trying to DM Jeff on X, aka Twitter, and it didn't work. Well, I just posted a screenshot out of many that proves you can DM me on Twitter, okay? You can DM me on Twitter. It's not that hard. Go to my Twitter page, X page, and hit message. You can DM me there. If there was a glitch, there was a glitch. I have nothing to do with glitches. I don't run X. Elon Musk did, or does, rather. I don't run YouTube. Google does. I don't run all these programs. I'm just a customer, if you will. So I can't control what happens on different platforms. Just like Instagram. I was given a check mark by Twitter, Instagram, and a few other platforms. And because of that, I have to go through this process. And this process takes time. I have to come up with all of these verification thingies and blah, 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 blah. So hopefully by today or tomorrow or the next day or whatever it is, I'll have everything figured out and we can go back to IG. But for now, yes, if you're following me on Twitter, aka X, which is on my community page, you can DM me. It's not very difficult. It's very simple. You press message. It's not that hard. Okay. It says message. You just simply tap that. I feel like I'm a school teacher again. Good Lord. And what I mean by again is I was actually an educator. It's nobody's business. Anyways, screw that. Yeah, nobody's business. Anyways, the point of it is it's not that hard. If you can't DM me, it's because you're not probably verified or you're not following me on Twitter or X or whatever you want to call it or whatever. As far as Instagram notifications, I do still get some, but until I complete the process and wait for the waiting period, there's not a lot I can do on Instagram. And I just changed something on X as well, which just told me that I may have to wait a few days before it processes. So I don't know. I'm not in charge. I'm not the CEO of freaking X or Instagram. They do what they do. I do what I do. I turn a lot of notifications off on different programs, apps, notification, or whatever you want. I don't even know what the hell I'm saying here. See, I'm 50 years old, almost 51. I'm not used to all this social media BS. When I was younger, the only thing we really had was MSN Messenger, Yahoo, freaking. There was even one I wasn't a part of that was huge. I can't think of it at the moment. Um, and then Facebook came around, YouTube and all that stuff came around. I wasn't too involved. I was just watching stuff. Um, but Facebook, I think I started in 2011, if I'm not mistaken. But anyways, yeah, YouTube. I didn't even open my YouTube channel until 2020 during the pandemic. And our first guest on Behind the Barrier podcast was Robbie Lochner, the rock star. He's one that helped me start my YouTube channel, which is on the interview. And we have much more to come. We're just building a catalog up. So we're kind of taking a little hiatus of the channel for a few months. And once we build a catalog up of interviews, then we have a way to release maybe one a week 2 a week, 3 a month. I don't know. Whatever we decide to do. That's our decision. But anyways, so we're 10 minutes. It's been way too long here. Anyways, so I'm gonna start doing a lot more lives, but it's gonna be on members only. If you don't like it, lump it. Anybody that steals my members' content, sorry, you'll be contacted probably by my attorney. Anything on members, if you have any brains at all, you should know this. That's copyright infringement. People pay to watch certain things like pay-per-view. Well, they pay to watch certain things on members. Anybody who steals my members' content, you will probably or more than likely be contacted by my attorney. Now, I'll probably give you a little warning at first as a friendly reminder. And if you don't take it seriously, well, that's your choice. YouTube News and Roy, you are doing things that are so illegal, it's pathetic. And yes, you are on the persons of interest list. There are so many more things I'd like to say, but for now, that's all I'm going to say. I'll probably upload this either as a premiere. It may show it live, but of course, this is a pre-recording, but that's the way StreamYard works. Or I may just download it and upload it as a video. I don't know yet. There's so many more things I want to say. But you know what? Grow up, shut up, get a life, touch grass, touch sand, do something. Spend time with your family. Do you have any family? Loved ones, friends, neighbors, something? Quit living on the freaking internet. Go out and get a life. Do something for society. Do something for yourself. Do something for well, most people don't have family. That's one thing I've learned. When I find out who a lot of these alts are, and these people on the internet, they don't have a life at all. They really don't. Their whole life is the internet, mainly YouTube. That is their life. I don't understand it. Anyways, I've got much more to say. This is just me rambling right now. I have no notes. I have insomnia. I can't sleep. I said, what the heck? I'm going to do a just on the spot freaking recording and put it out there. So that's what I'm doing. And nice try for the privacy complaint. Doesn't work with me, folks. Doesn't work with me. I have my own ways of dealing with shit. And I have anyways. Yeah. Yeah. Good luck. Good luck. Didn't work. I won. You lost. As always, Jeff always wins. And just because you guys like to talk a lot of shit, this is the way I'm going to end my streams now. I'm a rock star. You're not. Hasta la pasta.